everybody, we are back. Welcome. Unmute the cast real quick. Say hi, everybody.
Yo.
Hi, everybody.
Alright, we are back. Alright, so, I think everybody was happy with the gear that we had. Pack horse stuff.
Yeah, except
Camping.
I want to buy some stuff from that guy that this dude knows. And also, this guy wonders, Jason, if for $10, if you can get your hands on a fairy costume if you'll wear it. Not saying that I have a fairy costume or anything, but maybe for another time.
That would be uncomfortable.
I love how his response isn't no, but that would be uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry. This was for Emily. My bad. So, Emily, can your picture turn to a fairy costume?
Oh.
My bad. I'm sorry, Jason.
Can my picture turn to a fairy costume? Like,
Yeah,
just the picture that's on there?
No, they want you to put one on, but
They won't be able to. I mean, I'll put one on, but they're not going to be able to see it.
Okay, sorry about chat. Okay. Anyway, but can we go get something from that guy? Because I really think we ought to get a couple cure light wounds stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was just saying, are we done with this this guy? Our basically give us whatever we want guy.
Our little supplier guy.
Our supplier. We're done with him?
Yeah.
I think? Alright.
Did.
So I guess we take our horses, our pack horse, full of camping supplies, and we go into the Caliphus town proper.
Okay. So you guys are looking for like healing stuff, or I mean, like what sort of items do you want to get a hold of?
Healing, cure light wounds, like absolutely, I think is one we definitely need.
Yeah, any.
So I guess we go to the alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys make your way over to the alchemist that he recommended, and I'm trying to look up potions real quick. Sorry, boot that.
Boot. Assyria boot it.
Sorry, boot. A boot.
Yeah, Canada.
This is the girl who's not even close to being Canadian.
Not in the least bit.
Maybe French Canadian.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that. Maybe French Canada, but that's about it.
No one cares about French
Quebec.
Canadians. The rudest of all Canadians.
Which is funny because if you were to compare, well, never mind. I won't bore everybody with what I was about to say.
Oh no, please.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, if you put a French Canadian next to an actual French person, they're probably the nicest person in the whole entire world.
Oh, compared to a French person, like a French Canadian?
Yeah.
Is? Oh, well, that's because French people are fucking rude.
They are.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm
racist?
dropping that. I'm dropping that. No, it's not racism. Like, legit, I have online friends who are French, and they'll admittedly say they enjoy being rude.
Sounds good to me.
Well,
Which
geez.
is cool. Whatever. My place to judge. I'm just here saying it's the. As far as I see. DSJ has now officially lost the French.
Yep. Yep, they all went bye-bye.
Goodness no.
Hey, French people, don't leave. Some of you are nice.
I don't know. I think even to a little bit, some French people enjoy that moniker. Being Europe's rudest. I don't know if they're Europe's rudest.
Being Europe's rudest people.
I don't know that.
Wow, we took a jump.
We're gonna piss off all of Europe now.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Okay. So we're on our way to find the guy. The guy.
Yeah, you're in the alchemist shop. I'm trying to look up potion costs.
Okay. I know that.
So while we're in the alchemist shop.
You could just make it up.
Yeah,
Long as
10
it's
cents a
cheap.
piece.
Yep.
10 cents.
In copper.
Done.
Copper.
Give me a high five and you can have this.
Give me a high five.
If you breathe in my general vicinity, you shall have a greater healing potion. Promotional today. Alchemist shop.
If you go to the next door shop where that goddamn French person is set up shop and break wind in his face,
I'll give you everything I own.
and it must be a potent wind, they're French, remember.
Done.
Alright. So what potions do you want?
Healing potions of
Mm-hmm.
greater, lesser health.
Full penis health?
We want the
Hey.
full ejaculation, okay?
Yes.
Healing enemas.
Yes. Because we're very much into that. We've already been over this.
No. You and Noble are very much into that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
My
know
bad.
if Florian is, but
Mhm.
Involving the butt.
I hate butts.
Well, at least we're truthful on here.
He normally sells his Cure Light Wounds portions
portions
for
of his potions.
50 gold. But as a favor to his friend Draven, he can sell them for 10 gold to you guys.
Oh, tits.
Wow.
Well, isn't all this being funded by the mayor anyway?
Well, that was... He basically called in his favors to Draven. And
Oh, yeah.
Draven's got you guys deals on some other stuff, but...
Gilster says, butts are great.
I'm
I'll
not a
take-
butt person.
I'll take 2 cure light wounds.
Okay.
I'm going to take 3 because it's 10, right? 10,
Yeah.
20, 30? Okay.
I know I gained, like... Where is gold listed?
I think it's in equipment on PC Gen.
Well, I had trouble with that too. I actually had to go back and like open my page and do like the actual like open thing instead of just the PDF thing to look to see my gold because it wasn't on there on the character sheet. It not for
I don't think mine is either.
yeah, so it was
What
weird.
about me?
I
I've just
changed my
been-
mind. I'm going to buy 2. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I am
I've just been making a note of it in my little character info on Roll20.
Mhm.
Because that way I can keep better track of it. Because it doesn't always update on PC Gen.
Yeah.
There's some bugs.
There's still bugs. While he's like
Like-
looking, oh, go ahead.
You're fine.
Kind of like what other potions and stuff are we talking about at this kind of place? Just like basic alchemy like things. Like, does he have like? So could I put poison on my weapons, or do I have to have a like? We were talking about this earlier. Do I have to have some kind of skill in it?
That's a good point.
I think there's just a chance you could poison yourself when you're using poison.
Okay. Does he happen to have like the acid splash thing, whatever that's called?
Yeah, like an acid blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get one of those? How much is it?
He'll sell it for 5.
Okay, I'll take 2 of those, please. And that's all I can do.
Would those be useful on the undead, though? I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't fucking know. I just want to buy them because I like buying this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because I could throw
No,
it.
you're more than welcome to spend your money how you want to. I just wondered if they would work.
Maybe, like, because it might, make the bones deteriorate, So, I mean, I think it would work on anything if it's acid.
I have 37. Felt like announcing that.
Okay.
We
Man.
know.
Well, if you want me, I don't know, like, I wouldn't know the first thing about what to buy, so if you want me to buy something, I can buy something that we can use later. I've got 85 gold.
I'm gonna buy 3 health potions. It'll leave me with 7 gold. I still have that gold chain I need to sell before we leave.
Yeah. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum.
I'm sorry, did Rachel get asked about putting poison on an arrow that would make it a little bit more deadly?
Yeah, when you can buy poisons to do that, there's just a 5% chance that when you're applying the poison, you'll accidentally poison yourself.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's right. Okay.
What else? Do.
Can we ask him, is there anything that you have that might be beneficial against undead or skeletal people?
He says like alchemist fire and acid flasks should do decent damage to him. Let me see. Was that? Did you? Oh, it's Rachel.
Sorry. I'm
Mute
really
that
sorry.
shit before you start like doing the conga. He doesn't have any specific potions that would help, but the things like acid flasks and alchemist fire, and bludgeoning weapons, he recommends would be good.
Cool. So I guess, Emily, if you wanted to buy a couple of those, then that would be okay too.
A couple acid potions?
Yeah, I mean, it might come in handy. You can just
Sure.
get like one of each. You don't have to spend a fortune on them.
Okay. Yeah. How many different kinds are there, Jason?
Pretty much just the acid flask or the alchemist fire bomb.
Which, remember, we all got an alchemist fire from that guy. So you at least already have one alchemist fire because we got it for free.
Okay.
So
Sure.
don't forget
Well,
that.
then I'll take I'm gonna buy. Wait, they're 10 gold pieces a piece.
They're 5.
Oh, 5. I'm gonna buy 2 of the acid flask.
Okay.
That puts me at 75 gold.
I think I'm happy here. I'm gonna go while they're kind of completing their business here. I'm gonna leave and go to a trinket shop or a jewelry.
Can I go with you?
I just have
If
one
I'm
more question
what?
for the alchemist.
Okay.
If I'm
Okay.
dumb?
So, if you're done, I think is what he said, or he meant, Emily. But okay, so like, does he have any like resist potions of poison or like sickness or something like that?
He's got. Let's see. He's got some antidotes, like if you want specifically for poison.
Yeah.
He's got some potions of like endure elements, if that's something you're looking for. He's got some mage armor potions.
What was the first one?
Endure elements or the antidote?
Antidote. I'll take one of those. How much?
Okay, that'll be 5 for that.
Okay, I'll take 2 then. And that's all I need.
Yeah, it can't hurt if you have a chance of poisoning yourself.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good. So I'm gonna follow him, Neskid. and Lorian.
Okay.
I'm coming along.
So you guys find a little jewelry shop, and you get that necklace appraised at like 150 gold in value.
The 200 before.
200 gold in value.
I already knew the gold's worth, so I'm gonna go up to him and I know what this gold is. I know what this gold necklace is worth. I will offer it to you for 175 gold.
He kind of looks it over and he says, "I will give you 125 for it."
150, and call it a day.
135.
140.
Use diplomacy.
136.
I use diplomacy.
Okay.
I use diplomacy on 150.
All right.
Diplomacy plus 7. Come on, baby. Shit.
He's like, no dice.
All right, I accept his 136.
All right.
I think on the next stream I'm gonna do it where everybody's Twitch or Twitter names. Cast member name. I have a Twitter.
No.
Or you don't have to. Maybe I'll just say Twitch name. Alright, so I add.
Oh, Emily, did you ever sell that stick thing that you looked into?
Did I what?
Did you sell that stick or staff or whatever that you stole from the grave?
No,
I
she's-
didn't. I didn't sell it. I got it. I asked the wizard guy what he could tell me about it, and it was a missile.
Oh, the arcane missiles. Oh, yeah. You just
Yeah, it's a
keep
magic
it.
missile.
And I've got 7. There are 7 left on there.
Oh. Yeah, might as well keep it.
Yeah, definitely keep that.
Yeah, because that'll come in handy.
Okay.
Alright,
ready to go.
yeah, I'm happy.
All right. Cool. So you guys kind of get all your stuff together, packed onto the horses. We'll say that this really weird looking horse thing will represent where you guys are. God, it looks terrible. All these things are like get so skewed when you put them in the.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
wanna
sure what that is.
Like it's what the
Oh, it's
normal.
supposed to be a guy on a horse.
Yeah.
You
It's just
but
like
it
an
won't-
above view.
You could just make like a dot or something.
Fine.
Say you don't have to do it.
Oh, we're the one ring.
I like that. I like that. Real quick, oh, mighty and magnificent DM, would you please catch the stream up on what the party is doing and basically what our quest is?
Okay, so they just completed this quest to go get an ever-burning fire and light a lantern with it and bring it back. And this was in a crypt, and they went in the crypt and they found out, oh my gosh, there's undead in this crypt. Shocker. They found and killed the leader of the undead and most of his minions, and also found a dead body of some grave robbers or something that were in there. And this body had a weird amulet on it, and they think this amulet is related to a cult called the Cult of the Whispering Way. And so they, got done with that. Whisper. Went back to town, talked to the mayor, told him what happened and told him about this. And by sort of strange coincidence, he had just gotten word a few days before that an old college mentor of his had passed away. And this guy's job was studying evil, studying the undead, stuff like that. And he's seen the symbol before, the mayor has, when he was, working under the professor. And he doesn't think that those people trying to rob the grave back in Casson were just happened to be there within the same amount of time that the professor was killed. And the mayor had actually been summoned to come and be the beneficiary of the professor's will and be present at his burial. And the mayor is super scared of everything to have to do with going up to this country called Ustalov, where they have just landed, our party, and has drawn up documents to say that like they can go in his stead, they can represent him, and they can be the beneficiaries of whatever the professor leaves, was going to leave for the mayor. But he was incredibly scared and did not want to go and do this, and so he basically footed the bill for the travel and all this stuff if the party members would go and kind of take care of this and represent him, and he wouldn't have to go up there and risk his own life. Because he knows that there's a lot of foul things going on in this country, and a lot of necromancy, and he feels like he'd probably meet a grisly end, and then his body would be reanimated and defiled for the use of the necromancers or undead or something like that. So, last time on
Awesome.
Dunces and Dragons.
So we're about to head out on our quest, and apparently we missed it. I think it may have happened during the break, or maybe we didn't hear it. But I got a donation, so thank you, Boosting Kumara, for the donation. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 101 to you, sir. That's our salute. The SJ channel is the letter O, 1 from 6. So thanks again, man. And I guess we are ready. Quest.
Alrighty. So, more or less, these squares represent like 8 square mile increments of land. And when traveling normally and not like trying to like run your ponies to death or march yourself to death, you can usually do about 3 square of these in the daylight hours. So you usually move about 3 of these in any given day. And you can move more if you want to, but then you're kind of risking, injury or whatever of you or your mounts and that kind of stuff.
He's asking for us today.
Oh, okay. Can Jason play the game music or the dance music?
The dance music.
Yeah.
Sure.
If y'all like the dance music.
Boostin said, I asked for the DM to do shots. Drunken Master.
I'm dancing.
I danced a whole lot last time.
Did dance a lot. Alright. Thanks. So I guess I would just say, if our business is included here at Califas, I think we should make as much, we should move as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, so basically only three.
Alright, is everybody...
And we are going, remind me where we're going again, I'm sorry.
You are going to Robin Grove,
Robin.
which is up in Canterwall, kind of up to the northwest. And I'm pinging it.
I see it. Is there a road that we can travel to that'll go from like here to like, is that Gracie?
There is basically a main highway that heads out of Califas, and all the signs. There's basically 3 signs, and that point to the northwest, and it says Gracie, Anactoria, and Valtil.
So I guess
Is it really pronounced Gracie?
Oh,
How would you pronounce it?
Grace?
He doesn't
Grace?
know.
Grice?
Just Grace. I mean,
No, it's Gracie.
I don't know. Okay, I mean Gracie. Gracie's cool. Let's
Okay.
yay Gracie.
Gracie.
Grassai.
Grace.
Gracie. Gracie.
Gracie's good.
So I guess we follow the road. We take to the road, and we
Okay.
stick to it. If that's my vote.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
So the first little leg of the journey, the road, you guys move to there. You're just kind of traveling along. Most of the traffic on the road, just the hustle and bustle of trade going to and from the city. And as the farther you got out of the city, the more you kind of get into the provincial suburbs, if you will, and into the countryside. And right now, it's fairly pleasant. It's, sunny, a couple of clouds puffing around the sky as you travel through the farmland. But the road hasn't split yet. So I guess you guys are still consent with following it?
Yes.
Okay, so by the afternoon, you come to a crossroads where the highway splits off in 3 directions. It goes straight west to go to Grace, Gracie, Grache, Grache,
Gracie.
Crotch, I don't know.
Gracie.
It goes north to Valtil, and it goes northwest to Anactoria.
I guess. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let's go the northwest way because that kind of seems more direct to the way we want to go,
Would we know if there was a road that goes from Grace up to Iran's Rest?
You can make a geography check.
Emily, Orion.
Done.
What do your elf eyes see?
Well, my elf eyes have been really horrible lately, so I don't know.
11.
The only thing she's sure of about the G City is that a bridge crosses that river, the path, and goes into the neighboring country of Lastwall. She's not sure if there's a highway that runs north toward Aaron's Rest.
Or it might be good to go over to Grace, whatever, and cross the bridge and then follow the river. I don't know, there may not be another bridge to get back across.
Does her knowledge of the geography give us enough information on whether there might be a riverboat that could take us up the river from Grace?
She knows there's probably one that at least goes up to that fork in the river right here, but she has no idea beyond that.
Well, I've always heard that it's always good to kind of, if you're traveling somewhere, it's always good to follow the river. So that way you've always got a water base, right?
Yeah, we could just follow the river almost all the way up to Ravengrove. Just kind of basically, we could follow the river all the way up to Marion Lay, go on a road from there. I think we should go to Grace. And then take a boat.
Okay.
Concur.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, by nightfall, you've kind of gotten to there. You're still sort of in, mostly farmland area as the sun goes down. And just before it gets completely dark, you see up behind you a caravan of several wagons approaching from the way you came from Caliphas, most likely.
As they approach, I'll just kind of wave, friendly,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Ho, travelers! We are on our way up to Raven Bro, where might be your destination?
As they kind of get closer, you see that they appear stereotypically like a certain group of people that wanders around Europe without a country. And we've already pissed off Europe enough, so I'm not going to use their wrong name. But a kind of eccentric-looking guy with sort of a twirly mustache and purple clothes says that they are on their way to Grace and to head farther on to Varisha, farther in the west. And that is a large sort of frontier-type area that takes up like half the map. Let's slide over there real quick.
Okay, so
You guys are like right here, roundabouts, and they're trying to head like over this way, like way over to the west. But their first stop along the way is Grace.
I don't trust them. Sorry, I whisper it to myself. Can we do sense motive?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to sense motive on these guys.
All right.
My sense motive is 8.
Yeah, yours is gooder than mine, or better. So we can
Gooder.
just both roll.
You're
Sorry.
better than
Hey,
mine.
gooder is fine.
than mine.
And oh my god, rolls tonight.
Tiger Lily thinks they're being fairly, truthful.
Oh, okay. I think they're being fairly truthful. Limnesket, since you're like leading.
All right. Well then, with that new attainment of knowledge, I will say, would you happen to mind if we traveled with you to Grace?
And the guy's pretty benevolent about it. He's like, sure, certainly not. That'd be fine. So they kind of pull up and they start kind of circling their caravan up for the night and pulling out wooden things for bonfires. And there's a lot of looks like a couple of families, some kids running around, stuff like that. Soon after the fires are lit and everyone starts sort of cooking food, some people break out some instruments and start playing some like interesting songs from Varisia and other areas.
Yeah.
I have some appropriate music on right now. I know you guys can't hear it.
Okay. Awesome.
And as you guys are kind of sitting around eating, they ask you about so how have your experiences been in Ustalav and how long have you been here?
I look to the other party members, particularly Lorianne, because she's the storyteller.
I really wish that my role playing was a lot better at that point.
Now's your chance.
I go into a bolsterous tale of our woes and our triumphs, and I strike up the drum, and I kind of try to leave my play school xylophone out of it because it doesn't really give us that much behind
Credibility.
it. Yeah, credibility. So, but I tell them all about what we've done, and do I do that like full out and go for it, or?
I mean, you can roll a perform check to see like just how awesome you do.
Bust it.
Okay.
Or you can just be like paraphrase what we did and
do we have alcohol? Is that something we have?
They do.
They do? Okay. Well, maybe I'm a little tipsy. I don't know.
A little too tipsy to play the drum fairly well.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, dang, yeah, good.
They're like, is she retarded or something?
Another group of people we pissed off tonight.
Woo!
Fuck it.
Unsubs left and right. So they're, despite your, subpar performance, they seem fairly interested in your tale and the stuff, things that you guys have done. And they seem a little bit more reassured that some accomplished warriors are amongst them right now.
Darn.
And they sort of tell you, like they're not quite sure if people don't really like them because they're not from around here, but they've had a lot of dealings with a lot of people not being too welcoming of them, because this particular band of people has been sort of traveling around and performing and peddling wares and stuff like that, just sort of around the whole county of Caliphus for a while. And it seemed like the farther away from the city they got, the more closed off and superstitious and suspicious of outsiders people started to get. So it kind of warns you, you might watch out for that. People get a little bit more gruff the farther away from the main city you get and the more well-traveled trade routes.
I kind of, if I'm not sitting next to the guy, the guy who's just talking with us, I walk over to him and sit next to him, kind of pat him on the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, that's the bane of any well-traveled individual, but no worries, you're amongst friends tonight.
And I immediately put my lock picking and all my trap skills and stuff, and they're in my hands, and then I just kind of put them away and put them back in my pockets.
How many people are in this band of travelers?
Oh, there's maybe 30 people. Just a couple of families. Looks like each family's probably got their own wagon.
So can we, I was going to ask kind of the group that we're hanging around with, do they, we tell them about the path that we're going to take down the river probably, and ask them, are they familiar with the land, and do they know if we're going to run into trouble down that way?
The guy, he's like, I'm not really all that well versed in Ustalav other than traveling around Caliphus like we've been. But I've picked up on the travels that most of the people that live here do not enter the county of Virlich unless they absolutely have to. So you might stick to the North Fork when you do come to the fork in the river.
Okay.
Quick question on the map,
Mm-hmm.
Jason. There's a
Yes.
red line. Is that just the county line that goes? Yeah, that red line.
Yeah. Yeah.
County line. Not like a road.
No, those mark all the county borders or borders with the surrounding countries. So
Can we
after...
dance with them?
Oh yeah,
sorry.
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna dance with them. Might as well. They're gypsies, so we'll have a good time.
Whoa now.
I didn't mean it badly. I didn't say it badly. I just
Oh, you're
said.
pissing all the gypsies off now.
I'm
Did
sorry.
you not watch Thinner? You know
I
what
did
happened.
watch Thinner, and I didn't make fun of them either in that. Thank you, Stephen King. God mine.
Are they black? Can we
Some
have
of them
some
are.
fried chicken and watermelon with them?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, don't be
we're taking everybody off now.
I'm being silly.
Wives.
Well, as long as you eat 3 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, and let's see, instead of getting the small Coke, you make it a super size. Yes, you can say that.
Now we've made all of America angry.
There you go. Are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I love all people.
Absolutely. Me too.
But if anybody else doesn't have any more bigotrous comments to make, the band of travelers is kind of bedding down for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty tired. I think I'm going to take a little sleep.
All right. asleep?
I'm going to say we still need to keep watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I'll take a round with you.
Okay, I'll volunteer for.
Okay.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
All right. So you guys do your watches. The night passes pretty calmly. And the next morning is a nice, beautiful day. Sunny and fairly warm. As kind of all the families sort of eat breakfast and then douse their cooking fires and load up their wagons to continue further.
Just continue with them, and I ask whoever is around me as I traveling alongside their caravan.
hmm
Where all have your travels taken you and your end of families?
He says they've been basically to every city in Caliphas County, and they've done a little bit of traveling up and down the west coast of the of Lake and Carthan, and just back and forth from Pharisha.
Okay.
So you guys move along, and it's basically still more scenic countryside. Um, just nice fields and things like that. You've gotten to where you're sort of away from a lot of the farmland, so you're sort of just surrounded by meadows and things like that. You do pass after you make it through your afternoon ride. Pass by like a large alabaster mine, which seems to be some kind of source of resources and trade in this area. And they seem to be kind of running some carts, maybe to Grace and then back to Caliphas. And you are passed by the occasional horse team pulling large blocks of alabaster. And you kind of make it to your sort of nighttime stopping location, fairly free of incident, and kind of set up camp again. Still traveling with the versions.
Okay. I guess then. Yeah, same thing. Just going to take a night watch. Small talk with the group of people, being friendly,
Mhm.
things like that.
Okay. I mean, this night kind of passes about the same as the other. They break out in song and dance and are, freely sharing their wine with you guys. And it goes rather pleasantly.
Oh, hooray.
So I guess just sort of basic same watch type situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. Just in case.
Okay. The night again, this one passes fairly calmly. Don't really hear any howls or anything like that. Nobody sneaks up on you. No crazy stuff. And everyone kind of carries on this next day, just about the same way as they did before. So you guys move along, and you start to come into some farmland again as you kind of get on the outskirts of Gracie, whatever. And you notice there actually seem to be a lot of flower plots, like there might be a lot of perfumeries around here or something like that.
Ooh. What kind of flowers?
It's mostly roses,
Okay.
but there's some other Lamium aplexicali farms.
Oh, is there? Is there any Medicago sativa?
No.
What of
Wisteria.
Rhododendron tomentosum?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't make perfume out of that,
I know you can't, but you can kiss under it.
I guess.
Yeah, okay.
So you guys kind of pass through, and your journey is made even more pleasant by sort of the gentle flower smells on the breeze. And then by mid-afternoon, you guys actually do come into the town of Grace.
Hooray! Sorry. I'm just glad we made it okay.
Da, 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 da.
Safe and sound.
Da 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 da.
So,
I guess we just kind of restock on some basic provisions like rations. That's what the town looks like.
Yeah.
It's
oh, cute.
There is, kind of this pretty good, large, fortified-looking bridge in the town that crosses the Path River. And it is, said to be this kind of major thing that was built during some crusades long ago, and they call it the Chapel Bridge. It's basically, a large bridge and a church and a fortifiable position about which trade and the movement of soldiers and whatnot could be carried out into Last Wall to the south.
I'm gonna go to if I go to like the is this a walled town?
There is a minor wall around the town. It's not like a massively fortified thing, but they have some semblance of a defensive wall.
Okay, at the gate, I'm gonna ask after I guess the captain of the guard.
Okay.
And I want to inquire on what's the safest and most and quickest way to get to Raven Grow.
There you go.
Klaatu Barata.
Yeah, and how do you say the name of this town, anyways?
Ravengrow.
And the one we're in.
Oh, the one we're in. He says it's traditionally called Gracie.
Oh, I thought it was Grakey.
And he says that, and he casts a glare at the bard.
That's so
almost
cute.
as if he knew.
Wow.